Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Amma ba'da, habata fillah. The question was asked, which is a reoccurring question, about studying in Saudi Arabia, Mecca or Medina, and being over the age limit. As for Saudi Arabia, many of their institutions have an age limit of 25 is the cutoff. So it's very young, and they have their whatever reasons behind that. And so one thing we have to remember first and foremost is that the world is open, and that there are other places to study in Atalib al-Ilm, seek knowledge, Islamic knowledge, learn the Arabic language. As on my YouTube, some of the brothers, Jazallahum khair, they have posted information about studying in Morocco, about several places, Dar al-Hadith, I believe, in Morocco, and I'm not familiar with those places, but from what has been posted, it seems that some of the brothers have a lot of information about that. So there are other options to study in other Muslim countries and seek knowledge. Also, Egypt is well known, and very good places to study the Arabic language and the Quran, and even the other Islamic sciences if you study in the right place, and there are scholars in those places to study with. So don't limit yourself, I would say, first and foremost, to Saudi Arabia. Number two, with regards to Saudi Arabia, the only other means of really coming here to study just as a student, or really is not just as a student. Number two is to come as a worker. So if you come and you're employed, maybe you're in the tech industry, maybe you're an educator, whatever the case may be, and then you can do some seeking knowledge part-time on the side. So that is one way. Another way of doing that, of seeking knowledge. A third way that is open in Saudi Arabia, and some of the brothers are taking advantage of this, is by coming on a business visa. So a person who has the financial means and meets the criterion for a business visa, and that's something you would have to look into. This is another option that some older brothers are actually coming, memorizing the Quran, doing some positive talib al-ilm here in Medina and other places, and they are doing it by that means. So that's another way, the only real ways to come to Saudi Arabia to study with being over age and not being accepted just as a student. And then if you get here, there are depending on the city, there are some places have better opportunities than others. Of course, Mecca and Medina, especially Medina, and there's Dar al-Hadith, there's Mahad al-Haram. Of course, this studying with the Mashayikh. There is a Mahad at night. You can study the Arabic language, which is like the Islamic Universities program. All of this in Medina. So if you can work and do stuff in Medina, there's so many extra opportunities you can do. Also, even Jeddah and some of the other places have excellent programs that you can even pay for. I graduated from a program in Jeddah which is called Markaz li Ta'lim Kitab wa Sunnah, which was a fantastic. It took my talib al-ilm, for me personally, to another level. It allowed me to study sciences I normally wouldn't have studied. And it was a fantastic program, and it was basically a Sharia diploma over a 2-year program, and it was fantastic, and I learned so much. So there are opportunities in certain cities if you can come as someone who's employed or as a business person, and that's just some limited advice, and we ask Allah the Almighty to accept our good and forgive our evil, and make it easy for our brothers and sisters who want to seek knowledge. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad.